first round of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of Great Britain at Matterley Basin. MX2 race 1, and capitalising from his pole position on the Saturday after winning the heat race, Simon Langenfelder grabbed the first foxhole shot of the season. He was closely followed by Tom Vial, Kevin Horgmo, the two Husqvarnas of Roman van der Moosdijk, and Kai de Wolf. But one of the riders making the charge early on was Kevin Horgmo as he got himself into third. Jago Geerts also moved past Kai de Wolf, briefly into fourth, before falling at the next turn here. He picked himself up, would rejoin the race, and would come home in an eventual fourth-place finish. Harup was also on a charge, but he eventually came home in 8th place. Horgmo, though, whilst in third, had a slight problem. He would then fall later on and drop down to 7th place as Van der Moosdijk eventually carved his way to 6th place. Final lap, Jago Geerts around the outside of Rubini to take over 4th place, but it was Langenfelder who cruised to victory in race 1 from Tom Vial, Kai de Wolf, Jago Geerts and Rubini. MX2 race 2, once again it was Simon Langenfelder on the Red Bull gas machine that grabbed the foxhole shot, 2 from 2 for the German. Once again, closely followed by Tom Vial as they drop downhill. Lap 3 though, and Vial struck. He made that pass on the German for the lead. Meanwhile, Kai de Wolf was finding his way through traffic. He found his way past Isaac Gifting to move into the top 5. Then Vial threw away a golden opportunity. Langenfelder retook the lead. And at the same time, Horgmo made a mistake to allow Jago Geerts through into 3rd place. Horgmo then fell down again. He eventually came home in 9th on the F&H Kawasaki. Riding his luck on more than one occasion, Vial, as he tried to close in on Langenfelder, he tried once again to make the move, but the German read it well, and he took the position straight back. And then Vial, last lap, fell again, trying to make things happen. Langenfelder, though, did hang on from Jago Geerts and Tom Vial. Langenfelder, a double race winner to win his first ever Grand Prix in MX2. And the podium looked like this: a perfect day for Langenfelder, Vial 2nd, Jago Geerts 3rd. And in the championship, Kai de Wolf rounding out the top 4 and 5 places with his teammate Roman van der Moosdijk. But what a fantastic day for the German, Simon Langenfelder, leaving Matterley Basin with the championship leader's red plate.
I would never have dreamed that. That was always my goal, to the first win at GP, and that's unbelievable to also make 3 race wins, to take 3 hole shots. The riding was so good, the bike was so good. I'm so happy with myself.
MXGP race 1. Alessandro Lupino got left on the line as Jorge Prado just secured the first foxhole shot of the season from Alberto Ferrato. But alongside them, Jeremy Seewer, Glenn Koldenoff, Jed Beaton in there as well, and also Maxime Renault, who found his way back past Tim Geiser after the 4-time champ made that mistake. Seewer then challenged, took over the lead from Prado as Geiser carved his way past Glenn Koldenoff. Still had some work to do. That put him into 3rd place. He then went after Jorge Prado to move into 2nd. Again, had some work to do once he was there. But that was around lap 6. Prado then came under attack from Maxime Renault, who moved into 3rd. Jed Beaton got the better of Koldenoff in the late stages of the race. He eventually came home in 5th place. And then Seewer, just over 2 laps to go, dropped his Yamaha. Geiser went through to take the win from Seewer. Renault was 3rd. Prado and Beaton, your top 5. MXGP race 2, once again Jorge Prado, a little bit more daylight between him and the rest of the pack as he crossed the foxhole shot line for the 2nd time. Once again though, Koldenoff and Seewer were right there. So too this time for Ruben Fernandez, Valentin Guillot briefly. Tim Geiser in about 6th or 7th place. Geiser though soon latched onto the rear wheel of Jeremy Seewer, made that move for 3rd on lap 3. took the Swiss rider wide. He then passed Koldenoff to move into second place a couple of laps later. And then he had his eye set on the number 61 of Jorge Prado. After passing Jed Beaton, Maxime Renault tipped over. He would eventually come home in sixth place. He did find his way back past the Australian, as Geiser did make a neat pass around the outside of Prado to take over the lead, and a lap later, in exactly the same place, threw it away. He tried again in the later stages of the race. This time he was denied by the determined Prado, and it was Prado who hung on to take the race win from Geiser, Koldenoff, Seewer and Fernandez in what was a fantastic way to end the Grand Prix. Geiser, though, leaves here with the championship leaders red plate with a win and a second. Prado second with a fourth and a first. Seewer third overall with a second and a fourth. Renault and Koldenoff round out the top five. But Tim Geiser stood on the top step of the podium once again here at Matterley Basin, flanked by Jorge Prado and Jeremy Seewer, and it's Geiser who leads going into round two.
It was a little mistake in the second moto, but it can happen. So definitely we're going to work to not try to repeat these mistakes in the future. But anyway, yeah, like you said, it's a great beginning. You know, so, we all know it's just the beginning, so plenty of racing ahead of us. So I just want to be consistent, be always here on the podium. That's the goal, and yeah, that's it.